Hi, we're the Traveling Trents. I'm Christy.
I'm Dave over here.
And down here's Max. So we are heading out today. It's June 12th, 2024, and we are heading to the Shawnee State Park, Ohio River Campground. It's a brand new campground in the Ohio State Parks. It's a totally full hookup site place. There are 80 full hookup sites. I don't think there's any tent sites or anything like that. It's all full hookup. So they are more expensive. I think they're $60 a night. We're on the Golden Buckeye card, so we get them for half that price, which is kind of nice. And so this is our first time here to the Ohio State, Ohio River Campground. We're trying out, it's got some of the amenities there, is it has a kayak loop, which I'm looking forward to, because we like to kayak, but we like to leisurely kayak. And we also like easy input places. We don't like slippery boat docks or steep angles and things like that. It's a little scary. So this is just it's a loop that they've created specifically for kayaking. I'm hoping for a lot of wildlife and just nice leisurely kayaking. We also have purchased some e-bikes. This will be our first e-bikes. They're pedal assist, so they don't go over 20 miles an hour. But we wanted them for exercise, but we also wanted help on inclines and if we get tired and that kind of thing. So this is going to be kind of fun to have e-bikes to use. And there's lots of, at this state park, there's lots of trails, bike trails, flat paved bike trails. And they go all the way around the park. The park sits next to the Ohio River. But I don't know if you can see the Ohio River from the park, but the bike trails go down by it. So we're looking forward to that. What do you got to add, Dave?
Well, we were down here last year. Me and her, we went to Shawnee State Park. It was the older one. Now this thing, the older one, we did a review on it. I loved the park.
Love the park.
The most beautiful scenery I've ever seen in my life.
Butterflies.
Butterflies,
oh my gosh.
Squirrels. But anyway, the old park was built on the side of a mountain.
It's the beginning of the Appalachian Mountains.
Right. Appalachian or
it's Appalachian.
Allegheny.
No, it's Appalachian.
I will figure it out. Anyway, the park we're going to today is flat. It's right on the river. It's flat.
It's built on top of an old golf course. There used to be a golf course there.
And this is. We were down here last year. We'd heard about it, so we took the truck over just to see what it was like. We drove through it, and it had just opened. It opened like in June of last year, and it's brand new. There's not a lot of mature trees.
But they've planted a lot of trees.
They planted a lot of trees. Like, 10 years from now, it's going to be a wonderful, gorgeous park. Right now, it's kind of plain to me.
But we've read lots of good reviews.
She's excited about it. But to me, it looks plain. It almost looks a little boring to me. But there's a lot of things to do down here. And it's flat. And it's all full hookup. So leveling this camper is going to be just back in, unhook, your level, basically. I love the full hookup. Mm-hmm. It takes a big worry about your tank's full and getting water, because me and her, we like to take those 3-hour showers and that sort of thing. So it's going to take a lot of worry out of it, but it is brand new. That's why we're going there. So we'll fill you in when we get there. We're on I-75 now. We're down about the Hamilton exit. We just kind of rode about 15 minutes ago. So
it's about 2 hours.
It was 2 hours and 8 minutes by car. So I'm looking 2 hours and 20 minutes by camper. And that's about what it is. And right before you get to it, it's called the Little Smokies for a reason. Right before you get to it, man, it's some curvy,
hilly roads.
Yeah, it's like you're driving around and you see a camper ahead of you. It's a curvy. You see a camper ahead of you, you say, "There's a camper up there," and it's your camper. It curves that back. That's a joke. But anyway, it's real curvy. But then after that, it flattens out for the Ohio River, and that's where we're going to be camping. And everything is brand new. I'd rather spend a lousy day camping than the best day in the hospital. So
we got good weather ahead.
Yeah, good weather
for
ahead.
Once.
And our hubs, we got 4 fully brand new greased hubs and brakes and everything in the camper. So
yeah, after our disaster last year.
Yeah, y'all probably heard about that. I'm still thinking about it. Anyway, but we are loaded to the gilt right now. We are loaded
loaded to the gills. Not the gilt. You said the gilt.
That's a hillbilly coming out, isn't it? See when we get there.
Okay, so we will let you know what the campground is like and what the great things are. So until later.
Going down a little bit more. Right here. Hop in and I'll launch you. Ready? Yep. Yeah, you should. Yeah, okay, there you go.
So our launch it's down there, but we can launch right from anywhere, they told us, on the lake, which is really nice. The little lake, the lagoon, the loop. And there's our camper right up there. So it's kind of awesome. It's been fun. Storybook Trail. Oh, and they have a little library.
This is nice. These books aren't all disgusting.
A lot of times they're so disgusting.
I know.
So here's the storybook Pacific Trail, and then over this way there's the Riverwalk. Oh, David will like this. We gotta come out here. River monsters. It's beneath the
Oh, great.
What's,
flashlight?
what's Matt? What do you hear, buddy?
What's he growling at, Chris?
Dave, I don't know what he's growling at.
Last evening here, we're going to leave. We're going to pack up, leave in the morning. We came down. We got here Wednesday about 3. Stayed Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. We're staying Sunday night, leaving tomorrow for Monday. A year ago, when we stayed over here at the other Shawnee place, Turkey Creek, it was the most beautiful campground I've ever been in my life. And I said that on my last video. And me and her, we brought the truck down here and looked at this one. It ain't been open quite a year yet, or it's open right at a year. But we drove around it down here, and it just looked, well, it's new. There's probably 30 mature trees on the whole thing. That's spread out over 60 campsites. There's not a lot of shade. We have a nice shady spot here.
Number 53 and
53 and 54 is good shady spots, and plus that lagoon right behind you. You can't go wrong with those two spots.
We get a really good breeze.
Leveling is just a tad off. I got 2 blocks under this tire, just a tad off. You'll be okay on leveling, but So me and her came down in a car about a month ago, just to see our site. We're over informational people. But anyway, and I still weren't too impressed with it. I said, it's new. It's like a new golf course. It's plain. It's vanilla. It's vanilla.
As a matter of fact, this used to be a golf course.
It used to be a golf course.
And so they put the park in here.
But they I've been here 4 nights, 4 days, and our spot back on 53 and 54 is it's not wooded, it's meadows, and the river is about maybe 1,000 yards
Very
that way.
far. You can't see the river from here.
Now there's trees blocking the river, but I have grown lots of trails.
Yeah.
She's been riding trails. We've been riding our electric bike trails, a lot. We bought the golf cart and the electric bike, so we got the best of both worlds. I didn't like this park a month ago. Now that I've stayed in it, everything's full hookup. It's a nice park. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7.
I give it an 8.
I'm giving it a 7 on 1 to 10. To take away from it, it's brand new. There's not a lot of mature trees for shade.
And grass is very
patchy. It's not grown in yet.
Very patchy.
They have planted about 500 little sapling trees all over the place. There's one there, one there, one there. In about 10 years, this place is going to be something.
Oh, it's going to be gorgeous.
In about 10 years, this place is going to be gorgeous. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's new, and so we expect that. That's for the hospitality. We met the camp host,
Very
and
nice.
Just extraordinary people, great people. Everybody works in the shop down there is extraordinary, and I know she got a ton of pictures to go along with this video. I give it a 7. Will I be back?
Oh yes.
Yes, I will. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes pulling a camper. It's 2 hours, 5 minutes driving a car. Good roads to get to. Right before you get here, you got about 5 miles of hills and curves. Other than that, it's all nice driving.
You go right by the Shawnee Lodge and the other park and the nature center, so you can go back to that.
So
we sit right on the kayak paddling lagoon, and so they told us you can launch your kayak from anywhere around.
So we just drug it right down there.
So we've left our kayaks right down by the kayak, the paddling lagoon, lake, whatever.
Loop, that's
it is. And so my sister and I have been going out in the mornings about 7, 8 o'clock and paddling before it gets too hot. And it's just really nice. It's very leisurely. There's a lot of reeds and some stuff in the water that has flowers on it.
Bullfrogs. Lots of bullfrogs.
Right now, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of wildlife like deer, anything like that, but lots of birds. There's all these bluebird birdhouses set around, and so we see a lot of birds going in and out. Lots of bluebirds, lots of barn swallows, red-winged blackbirds. There's a couple blue heron cranes, I think that's what they're called. Lots of canaries, little yellow canaries. So it's just really pretty with and I think when we were kayaking this morning, we saw an eagle. So it was really, it's been really nice. We've enjoyed it a lot. There's all these bike walk trails that used to be cart paths on the
the cart paths followed the golf course.
On the golf course.
Golf course is gone, but they left the paths there, which is kind of cool.
But they're very bumpy, and some places it's just patches of gravel. So on a bike, it gives me a headache, but it's still rideable. And it's very neat. They go all over the place. There's a river walk. We went along that. It doesn't really get very close to the river, but you can see the river. There's a Storybook trail, which is interesting. Splash pad. Of course, we didn't do that. We don't have any kids or anything, but the kids really like it. And I'm looking at a bluebird who just landed right next to us. really beautiful. There's an archery range. I haven't seen anybody do that, but I when I was riding my bike earlier, it goes off in the trail, and then there's little statues you can go off and you can shoot at.
Oh yeah.
In the back there, yeah. Yes, I thought that was kind of cool. We should try that next time we come here.
Learn how to shoot a
Learn how to shoot a bow and arrow.
I got that Cherokee in me.
Oh yeah. There's meadows. They have created pollinator meadows, and the Shawnee State Park, they have all these butterfly pollinator meadows, and so they've done that here too. Created those all around the place.
Meadows are cool. That is cool.
Yeah, you can just walk through them, and it's beautiful. And then at night with the fireflies, it is a sight to behold in the meadow.
Yeah, we sit out a lot at home, out with the fire late at night. And there's a cornfield behind our house, beside our house, and you'll see the fireflies back in the cornfield. And I see a lot. But I come here, and we walked 150 yards over there in this path, and I saw 10, 15 times more than I've ever seen back home.
And they're up in the trees.
They're in the trees.
It was kind of amazing.
It was like the 4th of July.
Friday night we went up to the nature center, and they gave a little talk about all the different fireflies, and then you could stop and view them. Well, we probably didn't stay long enough, so they do have the synchronized fireflies there that you see down in Smoky Mountains, but we never saw them. You have to go on back into the woods to see them. And
speaking of that, warning. The girl that did the tour, the naturalist, rattlesnakes.
There are rattlesnakes.
And copperheads everywhere, but rattlesnakes. So
she said they won't bother you if you don't bother them.
Well,
yeah. So,
beware.
But we came back here after that. We were a little disappointed because we didn't see the spectacular firefly show, and then we walked into the pollinator field here, and it was just we were awestruck. We just could not believe it. It was so beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. Last year at Shawnee, it was the butterflies that we saw. That I was just awestruck with the butterflies. Right now it's too early for the all the butterflies, but the fireflies is amazing, and that's like at the end of May through June, and then they'll be gone. So if you come during June, and you will see fireflies galore. It's gorgeous.
Like I said, it's brand new. All the pads and the roads and the picnic tables, they're all brand new.
There's one shelter house.
There's one bathhouse. There's 60.
Very nice. 80
campsites.
Sites.
There's one bathhouse that's right about in the middle.
And they do have a camp. The camp store is very nice. Oh,
yes,
and there's a dog park too. We didn't go to it, but
there's a huge
really
dog
nice.
park. They got a place where kids can ride their bikes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Pump track.
I'm too old. They go up these ramps and they go around these curves that are wood. And the kids seem to love it. I'm old now. But
and there's a real easy access to the river if you do have a boat and want to bring a boat.
If you have a boat, you want to watch a boat, they got a boat launch right
here.
here.
You can probably get a slip, I would say. You'd probably be able to get a slip.
You probably could. Right. You're going to pay for it, but you can get a slip.
But it has an easy access to the Ohio River if you want to see it.
Yes, I'll be back. A 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. I've been to nicer ones, but I tell you what, when this thing blooms out in about 10 years, this is going to be spectacular. And I mean spectacular. But, anything else?
I think that's it. It's great.
Oh, noise-wise.
Very quiet.
We're at the end of the, campground ends here, and there's meadows there. The campground's that way.
Meadows and kayak loop that way.
We took the golf cart around the other night, and there's one guy, a younger guy with the camper, down there, the lower section down there, playing his music kind of loud. And I'm thinking, not everybody likes this, don't get mad at me, but not everybody likes this hip-hop stuff. I'm a 70s Zeppelin Stones guy. But other than that one guy, it's been the quietest campground I've ever been in. Yes, it's very quiet.
There's the bullfrog.
But bullfrog going now. At 10 o'clock, this place, it shuts down. You sit there and burn your fires, but just keep it down.
I'm going to be sad to go home. I really like
it. Well, we do these videos like this at the end of our trip, and at At least I'm retired. I don't have to go back to work.
I got to go back to work next week.
So that's it. That's it for this one.
All right, this is the Traveling Trent saying so long until next time.
We're out of here. Bye.